Hello, Cleveland, and welcome to take 2 of your daily TA. Let's get into the charts. Alright, so I already did this because, like I said, this is take 2. I messed up the hotkeys, and so you don't need to know about it. But I messed something up, so I gotta do this all again. So I apologize. There are already things changed on this chart. So first off, I got rid of the symmetrical triangle that we had going here that would have played down to here around 91.2 to candlestick that wick. It did not play out that low. It did go lower down to our 94,000 support level, where it found some pretty good support. Bounced back up from that and is currently finding itself right around 100,006, bumping up against this local support that it has bumped up to twice before now, and now for a third time. All eyes on this local support. If the local support local resistance, apologies. If this local resistance holds, then we will see price action most likely bounce back down, retesting this as support, our 99.6 level as support. And should that fail again, which it probably would, because it's technically still resistance because no candles have closed over it twice. Not even on the daily, which is the place where you would look for a candle to close and flip a resistance to support anyway, because that's a stronger flip if it flips on the daily. Flipping on the 6-hour chart, yeah, it's still good. However, the 6-hour chart is pretty noisy. Noisy in the sense of it moves around quite a bit. Says quite a few things to you throughout the day even. Anyway, eyes back on this resistance, this local resistance. If it fails, we'll probably test this guy at 99.6, and that'll probably fail, and then we would see another test of 94, where we have seen some pretty strong support recently. Anyway, some other if it gets broken though. What's up? If the resistance gets broken, though, then we'll see, another retest of our all-time high here at 103.859. And should we break over that, our next stop should be around here, where this upward trending resistance lies. What's this red line from, you may ask? Well, let's go over it one more time. Well, how high up is that? Well, any as high up as like 115, maybe even higher. It's an upward trending resistance, so it depends on how far it takes for us for price action to reach that high. But anyway, like I was saying, this comes from this bull flag over here. You can see it here. Bull flag kind of played out, not as far up as it should have. I mean, it still can. Kind of correlates now with this, now doesn't it? Anyway, that bull flag did play out a little bit, came out, broke out, but then found its resistance here at that 99.6 level, came back down underneath that lower support. See? Turning it into resistance and stayed under it. So now that's our next resistance line. That can kind of tell us where price action might go should all-time high be broken. That also kind of correlates to the upward channel of this bull flag that we've been looking at on the upward channel, the upside boundary of the flag of this bull flag that we've been looking at for a while now. And that bull flag plays out now to about 124 from the lower bound. This still plays out to about 109, which we haven't seen hit yet. So upward side, if new all-time high is breached, we're looking at anywhere from like 109 to 124 being our next stop. Although that seems a bit high still, maybe. For our next stop, I think we'll reach there. But I think our next stop will be closer to like 109 to 115, realistically. You'll see that this upward bound is also at around 110, which correlates to 109. correlates here. Regardless, where might it go if this resistance holds? Well, then we're going to see this this ascending wedge here, this upward trending wedge here, whatever you want to call it, which usually break down into a downward trending wedge and usually goes down back to around where it started. We'll say around 86K, just over 85K support level, and correlating to the 382 Fibonacci retracement level here on the daily. That's if, of course, this lower bound that we bounced off of again doesn't hold. And yeah, that's basically it. So we gotta have this support hold here at 96, we'll say 94. Let's see that 94K support hold. That'd be great. All right, let's take a look at the indicators real quick. So with the indicators, you'll see that the RSI in the daily still in bullish territory, although finding resistance from its yellow signal line there. Yellow signal line could be indicating that we'll see some downside because, hey, we're not breaking through that local resistance. In fact, we're kind of putting in a lower high. You'll see that the stochastic RSI here is still pointing to the downside, still showing downward momentum, as well as showing downward momentum by being under its signal line, the orange line there. Blue line is the stoch, the orange is the signal. However, if you move over to the stoch here on the 6-hour chart, you'll notice that it's showing upward momentum along with the RSI as well, which has found its way into bullish territory. That's over 50. And over its signal line to show bullish momentum. So hopefully this bullish momentum on both these indicators can maintain and price can push up over that resistance and possibly the all-time high before we see the Stokes here get to their overbought territory and then tumble back down in their oscillation, because that's what they do. They just kind of oscillate back and forth. Now, if this continues up and price can break over that resistance, we'll see this Stoke curl and we'll probably see some more upswing. We'll find a little more resistance here once we get to the SAR, the stop and reverse at 102.9, 103 basically. But till then, we're still kind of in a bearish mood. Still in a bearish mood, short term at least. Long term, not long term, but like a couple months, longer short term, still bullish, looking for these upward targets. But on the short term, if we can't break this resistance today, now, then we're looking for more downside on the short term. And if this 96, we'll say 94 level can't hold, then we're going to see that downward wedge that I'm been talking about. And if the downward wedge hits, then we could see even further resistance or further downside. How much further? Well, look at our lines. Look at our yellow lines of support. That's where we can go. Possibly all the way down to the 786 retracement level, way down here at around 75. Now, what would that be? That would be about a 25% dip, which isn't unheard of in these bull markets. I mean, right here, that day, from the top to bottom, from the top, that 104, we'll just say, all the way down to 91, we'll just say 92. That was a $12,000 move in a day. That was over 10%. That was a 10% move in one day. So yeah, we can see some dips. But overall, I'm bullish on the longer short term. Shorter short term, I'm skeptical. Keep an eye on this bearish div also that we've been looking at, because that may have already played out, but it could still keep going. All right. I think that's it. Practice good risk management if you're trading. Set some stop losses, set some take profits. Never invest more than you are willing to lose. And yeah, have a great day. Much love. See you later.